What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the autumn season. So, we're driving around in our Mazda Cosmo, which we unlocked in the last video. If you didn't see that, go check that out. It should be the last one that is uploaded on the channel. I'll also put a card to it up in the top right. But today, we're going to go ahead and jump into the other two seasonal championships, the Retro Tourism and the Journey into the Night. So we're going to start with Retro Tourism. So let's go over here to our map. And it was up here. So for this, we need a B-class Retro Rally car. So I'm going to go jump into one and we'll get this one started. Alright, here we are at the championship entry. So we pulled out our Lancer Evo 6 to start us out. So we're going to be playing on solo. And we are racing against expert drivatars, but you only need to race against highly skilled drivatars.
Autumn championship for ages. I think you'll enjoy this
Two
one.
circuit races and a
Say?
sprint. So.
Of course you will.
Alright, here we go with the Glen Run Up Trail. So this is the only circuit race, unfortunately. And we do have a tune on our Evo 6, and that share code will be on the screen now if you want to use this car and tune combo. It was from Grundy, so should be a quality tune. A little bit of understeer, but not terrible. Just something you gotta get used to. They gotta like try to dive into me, it seems. Oop, get on the brakes. Whoop. Didn't get on them fast enough. Hope you guys are enjoying your, I guess this will be a Friday. It's definitely been a work week for me so far, but we're getting through it. Almost the weekend, right? Okay, now we're fighting for first against the Lancia Stradale. I think it's what that is. I'm gonna see if we can just bully it out of the way for a second. There we go. Up into first. Climbing up the mountain. It's right there fighting with us, though. So this championship is unlocking the older Toyota Celica. So we actually already have it. But we're definitely, we'll get another one. It's a cool little car. We can have two tunes on them, in case the, random online adventure that we do, we can have two different setups if we wanted to make like a cross-country and a, dirt series one, or, just have two different classes of dirt series even, because you never know what your car restrictions are going to be, so it doesn't hurt to have duplicate cars so that you can, do that, especially if they're cars that you like, so. And then, if you don't want it, you can always sell it. These hard-to-find cars usually go for a good amount of money on the auction house, so definitely another good option there. But we'll probably hold on to it, just because I think it is a neat car. Alright, coming back down the mountain, though. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite car is to use in the online adventures. Obviously, you're going to have different series or disciplines, so let me know what your favorite car for each one is, like your road racing car, your dirt series racing, and then your cross-country. I'm definitely interested to find that out. I don't necessarily know what's the best car to use for each little discipline or each race or whatnot, online adventure. I do have a few cars in every category that are like tuned just based off of these events that we've been doing, so it's kind of how I use them. Ooh, that was a bad turn. Understeer was very blatant there. That Lancia is fast. Okay, I think we'll be fine though. They kept up. Again, we're racing against expert drivatars instead of the highly skilled, just because that's what I set it to for the Fortune Island seasonal events, and we never took it back. So Right now we're just doing against expert, but let's go ahead and jump into the next race and into a different car. Alright, here we go with the Greendale Foothills Scramble, I think is what the race was called. So we jumped in our Subaru 22B and we threw a tune on it from Grundy again, and that share code will be on the screen. So we're going to see how this Subaru does. Hopefully it can keep up with that Lancia up there in the front. I think it was quick in the last race, but luckily we probably don't have that many straightaway. Ooh, that fence really killed our speed there, but hopefully we don't have as many straights and we're faster in the corners, hopefully. So hopefully that works out in our favor. Push this Cosworth kind of out of the way a little bit. There we go, up into second. And now we're just catching the slipstream off of the Lancia. And there we go. Right past it. Make sure we get on the brakes. Got on the brakes a little too much. On his slipstream again. We need to make sure that we brake a little better. We need to brake as much as we did, obviously. We're just on his butt. So he's faster on the straightaway than we are. And we got him on the inside. That would have been a pretty close last lap if that was it. He's going to bump us going into turn one. Whew. He's putting up a fight. We'll give him that. But while we're driving around this circuit, hopefully maintaining first place, I'm going to go ahead and pitch our Forza club. So it is the Bomb Gaming Forza group. And if you just hit your start button and then go over to the club section over here, you can just search it in the search clubs option there and you can join. It's free, or it's open. So basically what it does is it lets you race against drivatars from the club. So the last or second and third are actually club members, so that's their drivatar driving against us. So it's not actually like based on skill of the person, it's just literally their namesake, but neat to be able to do that, and it's a good way to, you know, potentially find new people to play with. Along those same lines, we do have a new Discord server for the channel. I will put a link in that, or to that, the invitation link for the Discord server. It will be in the description below. But definitely go check that out, and definitely join if you want to do that. We hope to, you know, make that a place where we can interact with each other and, you know, again, build a community around the game and the channel in general. So there will be like contests and potentially do like events on there. So definitely go check that out if you want to join. We'd love to have you. But also don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I try to post every single day, and every week we're going to be going through the weekly festival playlist like we are today. So we're doing 2 events in this video. But I do try to have every single event recorded and uploaded to YouTube before Sunday. So the first video should be coming out Thursday afternoons or evenings for the festival playlist. So after the update, there will be one on that same day. And then I try to get all the other events taken care of in different videos coming out Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday. But I always try to have every single event done and recorded and uploaded before Sunday, so that gives you guys plenty of time to, you know, see what cars I use, see what tunes I use, stuff along those lines. And that's why you've seen me change cars in this video from the first race, just because I think it's unfair to think that everybody has every single car that I have. So basically, I want to be able to show you guys different cars and different tunes in case, you know, you don't have the Mitsubishi Lancer or whatever. Although it's free, you should have it. There was a free DLC pack that came with a few of the Mitsubishi cars, so definitely go check that out if you haven't yet, because it is a free DLC. But again, I want to do it outside of, you know, this event. You know, I just want to make sure that everybody has, you know, potentially one car that I use in every single seasonal championship. So there we go, across the line, a little bit of style. So that is the second race done. So we'll go ahead and jump into the last race and jump into our last car. Alright, here we go into the final event, being the Lakewood something scramble. Woodland Scramble, I think is what it was called. And we've jumped into the Lancia 037 Stradale. So it was the car that was a lot quicker, or seemed a lot quicker than us at least, in the first race. So we're gonna try it out here. We do have a tune on it, and that share code will be on the screen now if you wanna check it out. But let's see what it can do here. So it seems, I don't know, on the asphalt at least it seemed a little loose breaking into that, but then again it's, you know, probably tuned more for dirt. So let's see, it feels good so far on the little dirt that we've been on. It just wants to kick its back end out just a little bit, which is always fine by me, especially when I mash on the gas and try to get it to do that. Let's slow down through here. So back onto the asphalt. Yeah, I think this is a good tune. I mean, we're way ahead of the AI than we were in either of the other races. So I would say this is probably a really good tune, actually. So if you have this car, this is probably the car I would suggest to do this event in. Again, you know, I don't really get the chance to like get a feel for any of the cars that I use, just because I use them for one race and then jump into something different. But like distance wise, we've not been further in front of the Drivatars than we have so far in this championship. So let's say that this is probably the best option to go with if you have it. If not, the Super 22B or the Lancer Evo 6 would probably work just fine. You just may have to fight a little bit more of the Drivatars. But again, I'm racing the expert Drivatars and not the highly skilled, so I could knock them down, you know, another skill level if I wanted to. But to me, they're not that difficult on expert. So we're just gonna leave them here. But we're almost through our second lap. So we'll go ahead and skip to the final lap, unless anything super duper fun or entertaining happens in between that. And we're coming up on the final straightaway now. Nothing happened other than our just increasing our distance on the Drivatars. It's a nice looking car right there. So that completes the Retro Tourism Championship. And again, that'll give us the 3 stars just because we were racing against expert Drivatars. And we got the 92 Toyota Celica. So that's actually the second one that we have of that. But we'll also get the 40,000 credits for completing the championship. And with that, we'll go ahead and jump into the other championship. Alright, so this championship, the Journey into the Night, the car restriction is A-Class, and it has to be a car from Japan. So we've got plenty of Toyotas to use, we got Nissans we can use, that might be the 2 from Japan. Honda? Yeah, Honda. So we'll definitely go look at our cars and see what we can pull out. Alright, so we are now at the Journey into the Night event, and so we actually pulled out the Toyota Celica that we just won, and it's actually not the same Celica. So it's 2 years older, and it is the GT-Four SC, so it's not the exact same car, which is cool. But we're going to go ahead and jump in here to unlock the 89 MR2. And let's see what kind of events we got. Oh, they're all street race events. So they're just point to point, which is nice. So we're going to jump into this car first and see how it does. Alright, and here we go in our new Toyota Celica GT-Four. So we're doing the Batham Gate street race. And we do have a share or a code on, or a tune. Ugh. We do have a tune on the car, and the share code will be on the screen if you want to use it. I'll tell you how it does. Obviously this is more of a rally car, or meant to be a rally car, so it's kind of out of its element a little bit here. It sounds really good though, that's for sure. Get on the brakes. I'm gonna cut back in. That was a good move there. Brakes. Subaru, huh? And a Subaru were Japanese. Are Subaru Japanese? I'll have to look that up. I definitely thought that those were not Japanese. So, okay. Well, nonetheless, we've already actually picked out all of the cars that we're going to be using in these events. But I'll keep that a secret until we get to those events. Let off there, we're going to zoom right past the Subaru. That is a rally spec Subaru for sure. Ooh, just inside. So we're about 60% through the race. We're looking good though. Big U-turn coming up here. Let's get on the brakes. I'm trying to make it to where I'm a little smoother on braking and getting back on the throttle, but still a work in progress. Second place is not far behind in that Subaru behind us. We got about 15% of the race left. Looks like it's just this slight left and then just a relatively straight dash to the finish line. And there's the finish, and we're gonna be right at the festival. Come in a little sideways. That's a nice looking car. I love pop-up headlights. There we go. So first place there, that is 20 points, and we're gonna move on to race number 2. Alright, here we go into our second race. This is the Broadway Crossfire, I think is what it was called. And we've jumped into a super sick Nissan Skyline R33. This thing is awesome. I would love to have one if that were ever feasible. It is just such a cool car. I would love right-hand drive and everything about it. I would be there for it. Although at that point I may never drive it. Just because I wouldn't want to, you know, mess it up. But then again, yes, I would drive it. I'm all about, you know, having a nice car and keeping it pristine, but to me, cars are meant to be driven. So it kills me to see people buy cars and then just let them sit. I can understand if it's an investment standpoint, like, you know, I bet everybody and their mother wish that they could have bought, you know, a Mark IV Supra and just let it sit in their garage, because right now you could probably get close to if not over $1 million for, you know, a mint condition, untouched, low mileage Mark IV Supra. But, you know, they're meant to be driven. I would not be able to deal with the temptation of having this in the garage and not literally driving it every day. So This thing is fast though. I do like this tune. There is a tune on it, by the way. I guess I should mention that. The share code is on the screen now if I didn't put it on at the beginning of the race. But it is a really good tune. It feels really solid. It's doing pretty good. I think it's the Subaru in second place again. So it's doing well. The Subaru just seems to be a little quicker than, or not, well, a little quicker than the other Drivatars. Not quicker than us, obviously. Just hit that Subaru, leave some traffic back there for it. Playing a little Mario Kart and Forza now, I guess. Trying to make it like a banana peel. Brakes a little bit. Yeah, this car just feels so good. Oh, man. But, there we go. So that is first place there. I'm gonna get us 20 more points and lead us into the final event. Alright, here we go into our final event of the Journey into the Night Seasonal Championship. We have jumped into a 92 Honda NSX-R, and we have a tune on it, and that'll be the share code for that will be on the screen now. But let's see what we can do here. That was a terrible turn. So the NSX is a really, really sweet car. So on this model, the 92, you can actually throw a wide body. And I had a wide body on this car prior to throwing the new tune on it, but you know, getting into or staying in A class for this car doesn't permit for the wide body kind of upgrades. So fortunately, it seemed like it took it off, but we'll probably have a way better setup car than we would if I, you know, would have tuned it myself and tried to keep the wide body. So, ooh, that's, ooh, almost took out a family in the Fiat there. All right. This thing is fast. It is very fast. So it's good for the straightaways on here. Feels really good. It grips. I think this is a Grundy tune, so probably not going to have much issues with it. That was me trying to just hold the gas down going through that turn when it was telling me I needed to slow down. I just had a little more confidence in it gripping up than I should have. Ooh, let's slow down a little bit more. It's me again trying to take it faster than I should. You know what they say, sometimes it's smooth as, or what is it, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. I think that's the saying. So if you can go around these turns even a little smoother, you'll be a lot faster, even if it feels like you're going slower. Alright, last little straightaway here, and this event will be completed. This car is just so cool looking. This is another car I would love to have. I think this is the cooler model with the pop-up headlights, in my opinion. I'm just the biggest fan of pop-up headlights. There we go. Cross the line, first place. Japanese cars showing out here, and that is Journey into the Night completed with 3 stars here. And it's going to get us the 89 Toyota MR2. I don't think that we have that one either. We've got 2 other MR2s. We'll have to take a look. I thought these were like just older cars, but or at least cars that I don't have. I don't know if they're new to the game or not, but it's definitely the week of Toyota in Forza Horizon 4. Alright. And so that puts us 9% away from getting another Toyota, being the Lexus LFA, which I'm so excited about. But let's check out these cars real quick. Let's jump over to Toyota. Alright, so we've got the 95 MR2 GT. We've got the 89. Okay, so that's what we just unlocked. So we already did have that. Okay. I was thinking that it was the same, but alright, so that has been in the game before. Again, I don't know if this Toyota Celica has been. We already have the 94 Celica GT-Four ST205, but this is the Celica GT-Four S or RC ST185. So this one looks a little faster. I mean, they're both tuned to A-Class, obviously, but I think this is set up for rally racing, and obviously this is street racing. So we'll have to do a comparison at some point on those, but we'll go ahead and end the video off there. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video down below. Get subscribed for all the future Forza Horizon 4 Festival playlist content. And other than that, we will see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day.